Remind me, if you looking for it, you know where to find me. You ain't paying for me, so you can't decline me. Can't go till the devil get behind me. Pray, throw it up, can't throw enough. Break bread with my people, we gon' pour it up. If your price too high, you ain't been lowing up. If you ain't had a ooh wee, then you can't run with us. What's the word? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel the vibe. Let me hear you when God did his job. Let me hear you when God on your side.
My respect for the feminine, it was minimal. God gave me another heart, it was clinical. If you sick, invite him in, he the mineral. Then he gave the family dollars, he the general. Pull up, jump out, show love, and get back in. Moving his wheel forward like I ain't got it back in. They told me think about myself and get that dough. Shh, don't put your foot in your mouth, that's tic-tac-toe. Fishing for souls on the gram, I throw the real out. Try to get rid of God and you gon' take the real out. How you put in so much work and leave the skill out? Demon got you in a sunken place, tell him get out. Looking at my sin like when the waiters bring the bill out. Can't tap dance around the truth cause it's a slow dance. Trying to get the point in your head, it ain't a so end. We let go and let God, but when we pray we hold hands, you hear me? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel the vibe.
Ooh wee. All right.
I've been thinking about the times I was tripping outside. Could have lost my mind. But
Welcome in. Welcome in.
I'ma stand on 10, work hard, asking for mercy for the things I did. And I've been thinking about the climb to the top. How it really don't matter who gon' take my spot for real. And I just wanna say that I'ma give your props.
All right. How y'all feeling? Happy Monday.
Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee.
All right. Let's do it. W's in the chat. Welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all ready? Happy Monday. Let's get the party started. Put a smile on your face. And let's make the world a better place, yeah? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Good to be back at the desk. Really, really good to be back at the desk. Missed you guys, man. What's up, Energy? What up, OnlyBands? Z Gamer in the building. Jessica Lake in the house. Let's go. What up, Mooney? What up, Price Action Kev? All right, Sim Z in the building. What's up, Knowles? What up, chat? Vicky in the chat. What is good? What is good? What up, Tamra? Mod Squad delivering, baby. Delivering. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Mohawk? Nightbot in the building. Clubhouse, how we feeling? Jay Coop in the house. DJ Scratchers, the captain. What up, Tommy? What up, Carlos? Holy, DeMarco in the building. What up, Yogi? What up, Ben Bennett? Roll call time, baby. Roll call. Noobs in the house. The big M is here. Man, I missed you guys. So missed you guys. You know, it's nice to take a little bit of time off the desk, but man, it's so cool to get back to the desk. Back to work we go, baby. Back to work. We are closing in on the later half of the month here, so should be a good one to wrap this thing up. Let's put a nice bow on it. What up, Wokey? What's good? What's good? Cheers, boys and girls. Danky P in the house. What up, KT? Mason in the building. What's good? What's good? Amazing, amazing. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. What's up, Ricky? Holy. What's up, Pete? All right, Mr. Lopez. YouTube, how we feeling? See Melly in the building. Anna Stu in the house. What's good? What's good? The Riz is here. The Riz. What's up, Richard? Good to see you, man. Curtis in the house. What up, Sharma G? Wow. We got all the heavy hitters here today on this lovely Monday. Everyone's coming to work here, baby. Positive Mind in the building. What's up, Julia? Magnus in the house. What's up, Ryder? Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. Holy moly. All right, let's do this. 1 sec. All right, amazing. What's up, Roberto? Good to see you, bro. What up, Felix? Felix King, baby. All right, let's get started. Welcome in. Missed you guys. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to another New York live session. Let's go ahead and pray real quick, and then we will begin, all right? Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for another opportunity to gather here together with a group of like-minded individuals. We thank you for the work that you're continuing to do. Thank you for the enlightenment, for the awakening that has taken place. We thank you for spreading this message all over the world and impacting not only traders, but real people all over the world to get real results. We thank you for all that has taken place. We thank you for the lessons, the blessings, and everything in between. We just give you the glory. We ask that you would bless this session here today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Let's do it. Ooh-wee. What's up, Ken Hard? Good to see you. What's up, Jamie? Good to see y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get it done here. We're a little late today, but we're right on time. So let me go ahead and lower the music a little bit. Let's get into the day here. Today is March 23rd. So it's Monday, baby. Monday, the 23rd of March, and not much happening here today outside of this group being patient and disciplined and literally moving one step closer to the 8-figure trader mark. All right, let's jump into Tuesday. Let's just look at the lay of the land here, just so we can kind of get an idea of what's happening this week. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. If we look here, we have some yellow folder 8:30 news, but more importantly, some 9:45 PMI stuff coming in as well. So that'll be the bigger part of the news here tomorrow. If we move down to Wednesday, we don't really have much actually. Yeah, don't really have much here on Wednesday. Nothing too crazy. No red folders for the U.S. dollar. Thursday we'll have the lovely unemployment claims, and that should be it. Outside of these Fed talks, you have a bunch of meetings with the Fed and all that here. So that's just it on Thursday. Mainly for us, we've got this 8:30 news, and then Friday we are pretty chill. So it should be a pretty chill week. Not a lot of news ahead of us. Should be pretty straightforward with price action, and we'll follow it. So speaking of price action, let's move over. Let's go ahead and take a look. Don't forget, we do have crude oil inventories. I think I skipped that one on Wednesday. So let's move over to the technicals. If you guys can, give the stream a like and sub to the channel, and I want you to lock in like this man right here. You guys see Philippe? We call it Philippe mode in the clubhouse. So I need you guys to lock in Philippe mode here for the breakdown. Let's go through the time frames here and see what we got. By the way, you can never say, hey man, how do you come up with a bias? Man, just go to every single one of our streams, every single one of them. Watch the first 15 minutes, and you'll have a real good understanding. So if you've been here for a while and you still don't know how to break down a chart, sheesh, you got no excuse, man. You got no excuse. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. Talk to me, Clubhouse. How is the music? How's the music? Let me know. Let's get to it. We good? You sure? Okay. Okay, cool. I'm going to lower it a little bit on my end, but if it's good on your end, then let's rock and roll here. So a little bit lower. Aha, I was waiting for it. All right, that should be good. Let's just keep it super low for the breakdown, and let's talk about it. So let's talk about gold. Let's talk about NQ here. Let me just get myself organized over there. And let's see what we can come up with here today. So this is the daily time frame on gold, and look at this, man. So let's just track back a little bit. We talked a lot about this daily time frame all throughout the last 2 weeks, really 2.5 weeks. We were really just kind of ranging pretty much from here to here, and you had this nice little fake out, and price just ranged a bunch here. We then ended up ranging a bunch over here, but eventually we got ourselves a breakout, right? right? So as we broke out of that daily zone here, let me just draw it a little bit better so it looks a little bit more accurate. Let me get rid of this, stretch it out slightly. So let me show you the closure below. So we had a nice clean candle right here, closed below the range, and that ultimately set us up, right, to continue moving down as that candle closed below. You had the next candle continue forth, and then you had two little dojis, which if you guys remember all the breakdowns last week, we didn't talk about the two dojis, but we did talk about the Monday, right, and the Tuesday candle of last week, both halting here, right, both kind of either, you know, just staying like doji or giving this an opportunity to kind of pull back and create resistance before the move down. Now, we didn't get the whole like retest of the zone, but we did get those two candles to kind of pause for a minute, and then look at that, Wednesday's candle just straight up broke the lows, and Thursday we continued down, Friday, and now look at Monday, just absolute melter. So I believe Trump did call for like a halt in Iran, so that's probably why you see price just shooting back up here. So let's take a look at this pushback on the 4 hour. 4 hour is beginning to push all the way back, engulf all the candles. Let's look left, see what did we tap into. Did we tap into anything major on the 4 hour? Let me just grab let me just grab this, boom, and let's take a look left. So yeah, it looks like we come straight into that pretty major area of support now on gold. So what do you know? Of course, we start pushing back from there. We got a massive rejection here on the daily and also on the 4 hour, right off this 4 hour candle here, which by the way is well needed. I mean, look how long we were driving down on the 4 hour chart, right? So much bearish movement here. We finally tap right into that floor, begin to reject out of it. Basically, you got an inverted celery here on the 4 hour chart, and this candle just broke the highs, and now it's beginning to pretty much engulf everything here to the left. So let's go ahead and dial in on that 1 hour. So 1 hour candles have been moving up. It looks like you have a bit of a resistance here. So we never really closed below that, but again, you do have a nice push out of here. Let's take a look at what this looks like on the 30 minute. 30 minutes, not that bad. I could see potential buys here if you guys were looking for buys here around 8:30 to go ahead and take this buy here after creating support. Nice, you know, 2 wicks to fill and whatnot. So these buys actually aren't too bad if you guys were here for them. I know the 4 hours technically bearish. You're kind of getting your little range 2 idea out of that zone anyway. So not too bad, not too bad. 15 minute here though, closing no top wick. So let's put a resistance here. Let's move our support down a little bit. And this is pretty much our 15-minute range, right? So one thing I see here, or a couple things, right? You have, we came straight down, we created support. Now we've moved back up here, so now we're back in this resistance level. If you notice here, this candle closed with no top wick, right, below that resistance. So I'm going to pay close attention to this candle right here and see if this is where we can potentially get our pullback. So we've been moving bullish ever since, hold on. Ever since 4 a.m. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. now. So do we get a pullback on this 9 a.m. candle in about 5 minutes? So if this 15-minute candle closes below the range here, right, very, very high chance that as the volume begins to dump in here in this 9 a.m. hour, that we will see some sort of rejection out of here, right? So could we anticipate the move? That's the big question. So if the candle does close above the range, right, then I may look for some sort of closure back below, something like this, where we can potentially take these sells coming on down to retest that support. Keep in mind there's no bottom wick on this current candle right here. So if we can snag that bottom wick, right, that would be great. Maybe we can get a candle that closes with no top wick, like a bullish, some sort of a bullish closure, right, with no top wick here. Nick Stewart, what are you doing, man? Guy forgot how to draw candles. Guy takes a day or two off, forgets how to draw candles. What's going on with this guy? All right, so anyways, if we can get this, right, a closure back below, maybe a nice rejection to the top side here, nice little wick at the bottom, we can look for this onion, right, or fake out to move back down, give this candle a lower wick, and then from there, we're out, right? Our hands are clean. We're out. We have taken our profits, and that would pretty much be the day for me. So can we do it? Can we see this move down? We will see. We have a lot of volume coming in here at 9, so we'll see if we can get that exact idea that I just drew up. If not, then you obviously know for any sort of buys, we're going to need some sort of new support, right? Because if we're going to buy up here and we want to always buy near the closest level to support, well, that support is way down there. So what do we need if we're going to buy? Simple. We just need a pullback, right? So we need candles to remain above the range, right, above that 54.60 range. Ideally, let's say we do get this, right, next candle kind of wicks down but doesn't close below, kind of like you see on the 1 hour, I think it's the 1 hour chart right now, where you get this kind of move happen right here. So potentially we can take buys off of like a breakout, off of a support, something like this to go ahead and fill that wick again. So we'll see if it happens, but those are my ideas for sells, those are my ideas for buys, and yeah, we just gotta wait now. So if you guys were in the buy, I think off the 1 hour, no, I'm sorry, it was the 30-minute, 30-minute time frame. Nice buy. Yeah, pretty clean for the most part. You filled that wick now. So if I was in, I'd be closing partials here, expecting price to probably push back down now. So let's mark off this other range here as well, and let's keep an eye on this zone here from 60 into 45. Whoa, 45.37, and we'll see what happens between those ranges there. But anything back below 60 for me is going to actually start to look good for selling opportunities. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, just gotta wait for some candles now. So that's pretty much it. That's the idea for the buys. That's the idea for the sells here. Keep it pretty simple on this lovely Monday. I mean, lovely Monday that we got here. And yeah, that's it. That's it, my friends. So any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Let me know. Yes. Okay. So let's wait. We got 1 minute on the closure here. We're most likely going to need to wait for another 15-minute closure. So I would expect positions to come in roughly around 9:15, 9:30 today. And yeah, we go from there. All right. Cool. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Let's get rid of this line. I don't think we really need that there. Let's get rid of, I'm going to get rid of this line here for now. So that way we don't have too much stuff going on here on our charts. So sells below 44.60, potential fake out opportunities. And then look, if we stay above there, right, even if we just do something like this where we just create a simple new support, it doesn't have to be a major pullback or anything, right? But if we can just do something like this, ideally if that candle leaves a wick, then yeah, we can go from there. So cool. That's it. That's pretty much it here on Goldie. We got 30 seconds. Well, we might as well just wait to see how the candle closes. Let's see if we predict it properly and the candle closes with no top wick. And then you already know we can wait for these fake outs. So let's give this 26 seconds. Let's see how the candle closes. And if it's got no top wick, just like the previous one, then we know what's up. We know what's up. Yeah, Trump. Yeah, so that's probably why you see the big rejection is I guess there was a pause here on the stuff going on in Iran. So boom, we start popping back up. So yeah, we'll see how this candle closes. Either way, I've got no buys here. Excuse me, no buys here. We did close bullish. So ideally what I would love to see is an opportunity to break those highs and then come back and close bearish here. Yeah, that would be perfect. So let's see if we can wait on that. And if not, we'll wait for supports and look to take buys a little bit later. All right, let's go to NQ here and let's see what we can come up with on the NASDAQ today. Let's get rid of all the drawings and let's move over to the daily. Okay, so daily time frame, trying to shake loose here, man. Just trying to shake loose. Obviously been dealing with a lot, and I mean a lot, of just consolidation, confusion, choppiness, whatever you want to call it. It's chopped, right? So we did close bearish there on Friday. It looks like we popped straight back up here on this lovely Monday. Looks like we just broke the highs not too long ago. So let's see what that looks like on the 4-hour chart. Yep, another just engulfing candle here on the 4-hour. 1 hour is overextended. 30-minute, just like gold, gave a decent look, right, off of this support level to go ahead and fill that wick, but, hasn't done it yet. So let's pay attention, and we'll see what happens here at 16, and then we'll go from there. I probably won't be taking any trades on NQ until at least 9:45 today, a little bit after 9:30. We could do that later, and then we go from there. Cool. That's it, my friend. So we did get a little closure above, but you had no top wick. So what we can also do is just wait for a simple, and I don't think we'll get a simple anything here on NQ at 9:30, but if we could get a simple break and retest, that would be awesome. So we'll see what happens, but we are here. We will be waiting, and when the right opportunity shows up, we'll be there to capitalize on it. All right, cool. That is that, my friends. That is that. What's up, Mars? Mars 401 in the building. There he is from outer space, from the intergalactic territory. No, I'm just kidding. My man lost his. Had to remember how to stream real quick. How do we do this again? Should I get a funded account or just trade your own money? I don't know. How good are you at trading? That's the big question. Are you profitable? Do you make money? If you make money, then, you know, it doesn't really matter which one you do, but yeah, probably trade your own capital. So you don't have to follow anybody else's rules, man. Nobody else's rules. I'm like a teenager these days. I'm like a rebel. I'm like, screw the prop firm rules. DeMarco's got a message for us. Let's take a look here. Clubhouse March 2026 profits jumped from 110,000 to about 700,000 on the year. Holy! Nah, I can't even comprehend that. Hold on. Let me read that again. Clubhouse March 2026 profits jumped from 110 and are about to hit 700,000. Wow, dude. Wait. That's crazy. Are you sure? That's a big gap right there. 110 to 700. Damn. Did that happen when? This past week? That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Congratulations, everyone. Job well done. Job well done. I'll be honest, I've never seen that in another community. Never once. Never once seen anything like that. So congratulations to all. Way to get this money, man. Way to get this money. That's what we're here to do. Let me just do something over here. I gotta get my account all up and ready here. There we go. Zoom. All right, just so you guys understand that there is no paper trading going on over here. Once again, we'll show you guys live. I know for some reason other traders just aren't willing to do this. For some reason, I'm not exactly sure why. If you're trading a live account, I just don't understand why you just wouldn't show that you're trading a live account. So anyway, let's go over to a simulation account. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go over to live trading and let's pop it up here. Here's the account, and we're ready to trade here today. We are ready to trade. So we've popped this up from 50,000 to 103,500 bucks, and we'll see where we can take it this week. It was a big, I think it was like $10,000 week last week. Yeah, we made some moves. Ooh-wee. 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 Let me see here. What was it? It was a, yeah, 10,000. Oh, my God. How pathetic. Second week, I didn't even hit 10K. That's crazy. That's crazy. So it's been one hell of a run here on this live account, man. I don't know what to tell you. I know some of you guys like, nah. Gang, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. You're looking at a dialed-in individual that is as serious as a heart attack about his dreams and goals and about staying disciplined and patient and executing like a true professional. Yeah, so that's what we're doing out here. I don't know. I guess that's the results that you get when you're a true, disciplined, patient, professional trader. I mean, those were results that I've only just hoped and dreamed for one day. You guys have no idea. You are watching me live out the dream. You really are. So I've been super blessed, and I'm so grateful that I took this serious and kind of showed up and, you know, decided to get responsible about my trading and move the bar forward. And so can you, and you can do that. That version of you, like I said on my IG story yesterday, is out there. That version of you is waiting for you to just align with it and begin to take this trading thing serious. All right? I think we made $50,000 in the last month here. So never did I imagine earlier on back in 2012 and 13 and 14 and 15 when I just had a dream, you know, of a hope of one day being able to replace my job's income. I had no idea, gang, no idea that there would be times where I would make $50,000 in 3 weeks, 50,000 in 4 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever it is, and continue to set the bar and continue to move it forward. So how big can you dream? How big can you dream? What is your depth of vision looking like? What's it looking like? I'll be honest, my depth of vision was not there. It was not at these 50K every 3 week 50K moments, but here we are. So you never know how far you can go, gang. You just gotta put one foot in front of the other and, you know, make sure you're aligning with the dreams and goals that you have on a daily basis. Yay. Live account. Yeah, this is my own money. So this is not a funding company or anything like that. It's not prop firm or yeah. I don't think anyone ever said, "Hey, are you paper trading?" I just had to put it out there just because, man, you got some of your heroes are getting just crushed out here, just paper trading and demo trading, and it's wild. It's really, really wild. I don't understand why that would happen or why they would want to do that. But, you know, people are weird, man. People are weird. All right, anyways, look at us here, gang. Look at us here. So we are beginning to... What happened there? I must have moved my zone there. So we are starting to get that candle. We did break the low here. We got a lot of volume coming in on this 9 a.m. candle. Hopefully we can sit tight and wait for the squad here. If we get this closure, we already know we're looking for this opportunity to get bearish here, come down into 43.54 and take ourselves out like that. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow, DeMarco, those numbers, like, those must be real. Those must really, really be real. Yes, sir. What up, Randy? What up, Steven? Steven K. Well in the building. If you could see it in your mind, you could hold it in your hand, baby. You know, that's what I said to the group yesterday. You know, if you can see it in your mind, then you can live it. You can really get it done. So let's get to work this week, and let's pay attention to every trade, every decision we make. There's going to be decisions that are going to come up that are going to want to tear your results down. But you got to say, bad boy, sit down, right? You can't listen to those emotions. It's one thing for them to come in. It's another thing to observe them and let them go, all right? So, yeah. March 2026, 110. So 2026 overall, 700K. Okay. I get the numbers are right. I guess the numbers are right. Let's get it. Let's go. Love it. Love to see it, man. Vision, baby. What's up, Prophets Pilot? How are you? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Q, how we feeling? All right, let's see if we can get the closure. We got 5 minutes on the 15-minute candle, and you never know, man. We get a nice clean closure below and no top wick. We got a fake out potentially here, and no bottom wick down at 53 and no bottom wick down here at 65. So we'll see what we can get. Who we got in Zoom here today? Who we got in Zoom? There's no emotions. There's no emotions. There's no room for them, really, in the trading game. You know, as you guys know, my dad passed away a couple weeks ago, and this week we went to Atlanta to go do just a celebration of his life. And man, I could talk about the weekend for days. You get so much of it out of me, but one thing's for sure is that it was a bit of an emotional weekend. So why do you think I wasn't on the charts on Friday, right? Why do you think I wasn't trading? Why would I put myself in that situation, right? If I'm emotional and there's no emotions allowed in trading, then why would I take a step into the markets that day, right? So that's one thing that you guys got to understand. Help yourself, right? Help yourself. There's nothing wrong with being emotional, right? There's nothing wrong with things happening in life. The issue is when you bring that into your trading, right? So on a Friday, right, where Pac-Man is out and my emotions are running high just because of certain things going on in my personal life, I choose to stay out of the markets, right? So that's one thing that you guys can learn to do as you begin to get more professional, more mature in the game, is that you don't see me take many days off, right? But the days that I do take off, they're taken off for a reason, right? So you guys got to, be aware of that. Run your trading like it's a business, like you're a professional, and you won't give money back too often. You'll continue to get the almost predicted results that you got last month and the month before, and so on and so forth. What's up, Andreas? Happy birthday to Magnus. We had Magnus's birthday, what was that, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So big B-Day for the King of London. W. Let's see here. We need some videos on YouTube. Funny you say that. I can't spill it all, but yeah, I got some content ideas coming in. Got some new videos for YouTube. Got some new Clubhouse videos. We're updating some of the course videos in the Clubhouse, and all that should be pretty good. Nightbot in the building. Trade with Tradeify. Yeah, that's right. You can trade with Tradeify now with the code TTE. Give you a discount. So I think we've had that now for a couple weeks. So anyone trying to take advantage of Tradeify, you can do it with that TTE code. Yes, thank you guys. Yeah. My dad passed away about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, we were down in it was so cool, man. Got to see so much family who I haven't seen in years, and what a blessing. What an amazing blessing this past weekend was. After 3 years, I'm back. Okay, I wish I was here every single day, and now I'm here wishing you guys the best. Amazing Magic World, ABC123. Welcome back, my friend. Let's go. Happy to have you here. If there's anything we could do to help you, you just let us know. Let's see. Thank you, Prophets Pilot. Appreciate that. Is there any chance the Playbook 3.0 comes to YouTube? No, but I'll encourage you guys to go into the Clubhouse on YouTube. I'll be like, hey, like this is some of the results that we got from the updated Playbook, and you should come into the Clubhouse and learn it for yourself. Come on, baby. Come over with the winners. Come on over with the winners. By the way, Friday's trade, Magnus and Johnny Gems called a beauty. It was at 9:30 on Friday. I don't know if you guys we're trading that, but yeah, I was in the Clubhouse here. It was where was that? 9:30. Maybe you guys can send me the trade. I think it was somewhere around here. Yeah, 30-minute time frame, somewhere over here. Man, we just straight up melted that day. I was actually thinking about that trade pretty much the whole weekend. I was like, yeah, that was a nice trade. I think I seen Raja took it as well. Let's see who we got up in here. Oh, Clinky's in the building. Hey, how are ya?
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all too. What's up,
poppin'?
Nick?
What's up, big dog? How we feeling?
I think pretty good.
Pretty good.
How are you?
Amazing.
Yeah,
happy
incredible.
belated birthday.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
How's it feel? What'd you guys do? Anything cool?
It feels exactly the same as I was 21.
Right.
But yeah, have some fun with the family, and we spent some time there. So that was nice.
Love it, bro. Love it. We might have disclosure coming up here.
Yeah, I saw that. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
All right, well, let's take a look. Let's talk about it here. So stops going to be probably back above the range here. You're going to have a potential closure below. I would say we can look towards this level right here for potential partials, at least break even. Maybe even partials, but at least break even, and then, start to close a lot down here. So let's see if we can get a top wick on this next candle here, and then we will be ready to go. So top wick and
looks good here.
A re-break of the low, and this one's got our name on it. So we'll see what we can get.
Yep. I'm with it.
Let's go to the 15-minute. Okay, cool.
Nick, you're in the GC too, just so you know.
Yeah, I might even go to the MGC and just do like 10 of them so I can close some partials here. All right.
Yeah,
boom.
Light work. Bro, you have seen the stops, bro, right?
I know. That's what I'm thinking about. We use this previous candle. We use current candle highs like somewhere back in the range because it's like almost 1,000 pip stop loss. So if we can come up and make a steeper wick now, then we can use that current candle as our entry. If not, we'll probably have to use that previous candle and then keep our stop somewhere above 69 there. So let's see if we can break that high one more time. If not, I do have sell stops here on the break of the low for a price to come down and potentially tap into 09 and then come on down into 57 here. So let's see if we can get it. A nice steeper top wick would be awesome. Then we can move our entry up about roughly 128 pips. Holy. That's crazy. What's going on here? I'm stuttering. That's crazy. So, ladies and gentlemen, for our stop loss, we have about 752 pip stop loss. Wow, that's crazy. All right, well, we'll see what happens here.
I'm just gonna risk like one MGC, bro. Damn.
One MGC. We'll see. Let's lower. I gotta lower my size here. I gotta lower it. All right, I got sell stops though on the break of the previous candle lows, so we'll see if we can break that low again. If we can come up and re-break the high at this point, then I think we can move our entry up towards 45 here, but not until then because yeah, we could just tap in and kind of flip back up and break the highs here. And if we got current candle, then that's going to be a problem for us. So let's see if we can break the high. If not, then we enter on the break of these lows. You got 915. Should have a lot of volume about to dump in here. So we'll see if we can get that move straight back down into support. Literally one MGC. Let's go.
One,
Bro, it's getting crazy out here in these streets. It's getting crazy.
That's too funny.
That's too crazy. Too crazy. Too crazy. What is the stop actually? It is, so my stops are gonna roughly be like around like 73. Yeah, 44.73-ish. Somewhere around there, back above the range. So that's what I'll be looking at for stops. And yeah, let's see if we can make our way down. This will definitely be break even for me, and then probably no partials here, but break even, and then we'll see if we can get this thing to run down into 78 here. Yeah, we should have some volume coming up.
9:30 coming up here too.
Yeah.
Did you have a good weekend, Nick?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very good. Very, very good, man. Yeah. Thanks for holding down Friday in New York session, and the webinar I heard was just amazing this past weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was very good.
Rafi too. Friday we began the mental performance program, which I heard got off to a wonderful start. A lot of people messaged me about that too. So a lot of work being done. A lot of work being done out here.
Definitely.
Magnus' birthday cake. That was yeah, that was a Ninja Creamy cake though. Ninja Creamy. Protein
yeah, definitely.
Cake.
Yeah. No sugar.
I think I seen you eat bread. That was it. Maybe that was your cheat.
Literally. Yeah, bro. We had like a small cake, but that was like mini cake.
Yeah. MGC. Wait. Can I even do 10? 10, that would be one GC contract. So this right here would be $750.
No, that would be
that would be 7,000. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go like two contracts. Holy smokes. Yo. Good thing I looked at that. Wow.
Now it would be like 500 risk.
Yeah, 500.
I mean, if you won that trade, that'd be fire though.
All right, here we go. Can we get activated here? Let's see what we can do.
Order filled.
All right, there we go. So order has been filled. I am involved in this trade. So entry is sitting right here. Stops are going to be back above towards like 80, 80 something here. And partials probably be somewhere down here. Break even is going to be roughly right there at, what is that, 14? Yeah, 14 there. So let's see if we can get it. That would be fantastic if we can get a nice push down into these ranges here. Break even and partials. All right, cool. Let's see where we can go. We are in.
Looks good.
Hey, just give me 1 sec. 1 sec. Okay. All right, lovely. So we got our fake out that we were looking for at the top of the range here, right here. We got volume coming in. We just got a break of the low there, so we're expecting price to come straight into that level there for a break even, and then straight down into 89 for some sort of partials here. So let's see if we can get that. Nice little move here. It is 9:15, so we should have some volume, and we'll see where we can go from here. Broken the lows. My only concern is the very little to no top wick, but we should have some volume after breaking those lows to continue pushing us bearish here. Spidey, what's good? How we feeling? Welcome in, welcome in.
What's up, Spidey?
Spidey in the chat.
Get him out.
Replace the, yes sir, welcome in. What up, Green? Welcome in, brother, welcome in. How you feeling? How you feeling? How was your weekend, Green? How was your weekend? Boom, 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 boom. The bigs? Yeah, the bigs, baby. The bigs. Welcome to the bigs. All right, let's see if we can get our push down into 15 here. That way we can move stops to break even, and then yeah, see if we can cruise down for partials. By the way, if you guys would like, you can close partials here. It is literally 200 pips. So if you guys want to close partials there, you know, that's probably a decent idea. All right, let's see if we can get our push down. Let's see, literally 1 MGC. So if what we'll do is if we hit break even, I will go break even on my funded account. I will close partials on my live account. Yeah, and then go from there. Green, what the word is? What's the word? Talk to us. You were here before me. Oh, damn. Yeah, you probably were. I was actually late today. I was a little late today. Breathe in and breathe out. There you go. How do you close partials? Okay, you open this up right here and you go to buy limit or limit buy, right? And then you're going to put 1. So for me, I'm going to put 1 since I've got 2 open. I'll close half my position if we can get down there, and that'll be, you know, kind of what I'm looking at. So right click, limit buy, and then pick the number that you want to close. Yeah.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Garrett. The big birthday, man. What'd you guys do for the birthday? Anything good?
Just like a lot of good food, and we had my mom over here, and then we went over to my dad later in the day. So
okay, nice.
Yeah. I grilled too.
You grilled?
Yeah.
What'd you guys grill? Steak?
Like chickens with like cheese inside, and then bacon wrapped around. It was fire.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was real good.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds like something I get over at the that buffet down in Tampa. Remember that one?
Oh my goodness, that was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Put a smile on your face, make the world a better place. I got my smiley hat on for y'all today.
So fire, Cap. Love that one.
Yo,
Spread the
Andreas,
good word.
thank you, dude. Wow, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Love you too, bro, for real. Love all y'all, man. Love all y'all, for real. The fact that you guys show up here every day, pumped up, excited. It's amazing. All right, I'm going to go break even here, gang. So we're going to take the risk off this trade. If you want, close partials. Maybe I will close some partials here right at that that level that we could possibly reject that. So we'll see if we can tap into that. That'll be roughly like 200 pips. I just did close partials on my live account. So let's see if we can maybe get this to tap here for us as well. And then a straight shot down into 86 here today. Yeah, it is one big family, man. It really is, man. Super grateful for this family, and just what a blessing. I've got so much love over the past. You know, it's not easy to deal with some of those just situations in life alone. So to have you guys like in my corner and stuff, and John's corner, and thinking about us and praying about us, I mean, it means the absolute world. So appreciate that. Linda, appreciate that. That's going to be order filled here. So roughly hitting 200 pips on this current trade. I'm also closed here on my live account. And now let's see if we can get this push down. Let's see if we can get it, Magnus. Come on, Clinky.
Lovely push here. Looking good.
Yep. looking clean. Secured $3,000 on my live account. So we'll lock that in. Lovely push. If you're not break even, now's the time. And let's see if we can make our way down into 89. Can we make our way down into 89 here today? Beautiful move.
Beautiful. Nice move here. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Lovely.
Yes, sir. We should get a lot of volume coming in here in about 4 minutes as well.
Yeah.
So we are dumping at the moment. What do we got here? About 240 pips in profit. And let's see if we can keep it moving. Okay, let's see. See Melly, how we feeling? Great to see you, man. Hopefully you had a good weekend.
Maybe a little runner action here.
Little runner action. Your account was almost breached. All right. Well, Nick Stewart is here to save the day. We're here to save the day. Got slipped 30 pips. Holy smokes. That's like 1 pip now. That's like 1 pip now. Missed the trade, thinking about re-entering off the 30. Yeah, wait for the 30 closure if you guys are not in yet. Yeah, mainly I wanted to be in before we really tapped into this level right there, because from here we can start to push back up, right? Move bullish again. So that's why number 1, I wanted to secure some profits there. Number 2, I wanted to go break even there. And number 3 is, if this thing turns around, then the buys, might be valid here as well to continue moving up. So that's why we went break even. That's why we decided to close some partials as well, so we could secure a little bit of money here. And yeah. TTE is here to save the day. Close full. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to close full here on my live. Yeah, I'm going to just close full on live and then let this one run. Good start to the week. Yes, sir. Good start to the week. Let's get it. As always, happy to be back with you guys. Anyone experience problems with trade C? I'm not using that. So, Magnus, are you using that?
No, I'm not. I have seen it though. It looks pretty good, but I don't know if there's any errors or anything. I think it's just beta version too.
Yep. All right, let's see if this thing could run for us here, man. Let's see if it can run. Did anyone close partials? Let's see. Stop loss TP lagging a little bit. I got okay, close full. Let's go. Great job, guys. Great job. If it runs, it runs. We'll keep a little runner in here, but this was mainly the push I was looking for. Ideally, obviously, I would have loved to get that current candle entry like we talked about, which would have been up here, which ultimately would have made this trade just a little bit, little bit more profitable there. We could have probably popped about like 320 on that move, but hey, you got to do what you got to do in life. All right, here we go, baby. Let's run. We're going to most likely close with no wick at the bottom. If we do that, then I will probably move probably just keep my stops at break even and then just trail it.
Yeah, same here.
29 seconds. As long as we leave a wick, we should be good. Hopefully we can survive the top wick on the 930 candle and head straight down into 43.50 here.
Yep.
Close full. Very nice. Man, I should have opened up 10 MGC. No, I'm just kidding.
I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Explain the trade? Yeah, we'll explain. Just let it run a little bit, and then we'll get to explain it and all that. All right, lovely. We're going to move our stops here into the break-even point now, just in case this 930 candle wants to flip up. I don't even want to be a part of that. So we broke the lows here, and it looks like I am out. So I'll take that right there. We got roughly about 190 pips here. So I'll take that. Good trade, everyone. Good trade. Close full. Everything's fully closed at this point. Nice job. So, locked in about $330 here on the funded accounts times 3. Locked in about $3,000 here on my live account. So, great Monday. Great Monday here. Plus, I'm with you all, so we're good to go. Any trades during London and Asian? I didn't take this. Is my first trade here of the week. So, Magnus, you guys take anything in London?
Nope, nothing. Nope.
Bro, that New York session trade last week, I was thinking about that all the way into Saturday, bro. Not gonna lie.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one.
Such a good trade.
Right as anticipated.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go over the trade. So we got let's take a look at this here. So man. So let's go to the 4-hour. We knew that the 4-hour candle was beginning to just pop, right? Just engulfed everything here. We moved all the way up from our beginning. I think this was at like 5 or 6 in the morning. We came up, we pushed all the way up. So if you go back to the breakdown, we talked about potentially having the having that 4-hour begin to reject in this 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. candle, right? So as we look at that, we go to the 1 hour. We notice that the 1 hour candles have been moving up all the way since here. Remember we talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1-hour candles in a row just moving bullish, right? As we begin to move bullish, we look at the 30-minute time frame. We notice that the candles have kind of just been in this little uptrend, right? Kind of tapped into that level, came back, created support, moved up, and at this point you're just very overextended, right? So most likely if you're now going to get a pullback, it's most likely going to happen here, right, at the within the 9 o'clock candle. So we look at the 15, and this is where we really started getting our head wrapped around what was going on, right? So we look at the 15 and we can see here, okay, we have support, right? We have resistance, and we talked about, well, while this candle right here was still open, right, we talked about, hey, if this candle can either close with no top wick or just close above the range and then we get a fake out, this is where we may have the opportunities to take sells to come down into the bottom of that range there, right? So we had this zone marked off for a reason right here. We see that we do get the candle to close below the range, which basically gives us a fake out / onion, something that we always look for, and that calls for a decent pullback, right? So we're looking to get this trade, looking to get the entry on this candle here after getting this confirmation candle at the rejection of that resistance. That candle does close below for us, so we do get a nice closure below. We start to look for the management ideas on this trade. This is a perfect like management type of look right here, right? Because if we look, we could see, okay, we have a zone here that we can pay attention to, right? If price is going to reject, so if we believe that this candle can come down into support, which I still believe can happen, but from here to here, I know there's clean traffic, but where can we experience any sort of hesitation, any sort of turbulence? See, a lot of people are just looking at that clean traffic, but they're not looking through it, right? Now they're looking at it, they're not looking through it, right? So as you look through it, you'll notice that, okay, there's a little point right here that we can probably use to begin to go break even or even take some partials, right? So again, ideally I would have loved to get the entry up here, but we had to settle for the entry at the break of the previous candle low, which again isn't that much of a big deal as long as we understand that there's some management that has to go down right around that level there. So that's why we closed partials right here, and then now we are just seeing if it wants to run straight down. So that was it. You know, the full management or the full trade was, the idea was to come down into that low right there and give that candle a bottom wick, just like we always do, you know, and I think we can still get that. Possibly right now we're currently making the top wick on this candle, and then I think 9:30 can probably start to melt off, and even if we do kind of reject support, I think we could at least come down and boink and give that candle to the left a lower wick. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
We'll see.
You kind of have to re-break the low here, though.
Yep. So great management. Great. Yeah, look at that. Look at the management there. I mean, just perfect, right? So, why not wait for the 30? 15 already gave us the fake out. You know, 15 gave us exactly what we drew up, exactly what we needed. So when we see that, when we get that opportunity, we don't hesitate. You know, like, again, hesitation leads to devastation. Most traders hesitate, and then they choose the late entry, and they wonder why they got, you know, crap, you know. So I don't like to do that, right? So if I plan it up and it happens on the 15, I planned it on the 15, it happened on the 15, I execute on the 15. So yeah, it was just one of those where it just fell right into your lap. Stop loss was too big. Yeah, you know, you're going to look, gang, all the stop losses are going to be massive this week, right? So it's either you have to, you know, lower your size and work with it, or you just literally don't trade, right? That means that you're going to have perfect trading opportunities in front of you and not take the trade because it's just too many pips. But again, like me and John and Magnus have been saying, you know, you gotta focus on structure, you know, and if, again, you gotta lower your size. I mean, I wanted to go a little heavier on my live account with this trade, but I couldn't, you know, I had to lower it down just a bit because I didn't like the ranges, right? The size of the stop loss there. So yeah, you gotta just make your adjustments and flow with it. Otherwise you'd be standing around not taking any trades for the next couple weeks, you know. How could this be an onion? Well, an onion is a resistance, right? So here's your resistance. That's your confirmation candle right there, and then this is your trading candle. Is this a counter trend trade? Yeah, it is. It is. The 4-hour candle was moving up, so we were banking on the pullback here, you know. So we called this idea for the pullback. So I guess you could say, you know, you're pushing past that 4-hour candle. So yeah, we were going against the 4-hour a little bit. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with going against the 4 hour. You just got to understand how to do it properly. Let's see. Good question, though. Good question. Even if you lower it, it's still yeah, exactly. Yeah, great trade. Great trade. Beautiful management. You know what I like better? The management. You know, most people were not willing to take partials right there because they're like, nah, bro. Nah. Like, it's funny how you'll listen to pips on the stop loss, but you won't listen to it for TP. Right? So it's like, or I should say, it's funny how you won't watch the structure, but you'll watch it. You won't watch it for your TP, but you'll try and keep it for your, you know, so you just got to work with the markets that are offering you. And that's pretty much all you could do. A fake out? Yeah, fake out, onion, same exact thing. Yeah, either way, it's a resistance formed. Closure below adds confluence to it. That gives us the fake out, and yeah. Just go back to the breakdown in the morning. You'll see us draw this exact play out here. What company do I use in my funded accounts? I use Top Step, Top One. I'm going to probably try some Lucid here and there, but yeah. Could create support now and keep going up, but W for the day. Exactly. So if we are going to create support, where can it possibly be? Right? Well, the obvious one is down here, right? But if we're going to be in this uptrend now, then we'll most likely create that support right there, which is why we make a move there, right? So now you never know. This can create support and continue moving bullish here. So I think a lot of times when people get into trades, they marry the bias, right, for the entire day, not realizing that all you really need is one 15-minute candle to print your direction, manage your trade according to the structure, and you can actually walk away a profitable trader. And you could do that day after day after day after day after day. And not every day you're going to end green, but if you stick to it like that and you let the trades fall into your lap, most days you will end green.
Fire, man. We got John and Rafi here too.
Oh, nice. I probably got a breach on my Top One account. I don't think I've really traded that in like a week and a half, so I got to check that one out.
Oh yeah, same with mine. They have restricted gold, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. Moving. Yeah. Pip and dip for me. Have a great day. All right, Luke. Later, bro. I'm about to pip and dip. See ya. All right, let's see what happens here, and then we'll go from there. What up, John? What up, Rafi? How we feeling, boys? How we feeling? Happy, what's today? Monday? Happy Monday. All that traveling. I need a massage today, dude.
Yo, you got
sleeping on these random beds. And
how we feeling, family?
Baby sleeping on top of me all weekend.
What's up,
It's been wild.
Yo, happy birthday, Magnus. When was it? This weekend?
Yeah, just yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, G. How was it?
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It was good. Great.
Love.
A lot of good foods and time with the family, so that was great.
Good stuff, man. Good
Yeah.
stuff. How you doing, Nick? How was your trip?
Incredible, brother. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it was very good. Very good.
Nice. I see you guys got to enjoy the nature a little bit.
Yes, sir.
That looks so good on top of that mountain or what it was.
I know, man. That's
Oh,
what we are,
Stone Mountain. Yeah. So supposedly my dad used to hike that mountain all the time when he was a lot younger. I've actually never been there with him, but yeah, supposedly they used to hike that mountain all the time. So we went up there and hiked it, and just it was super cool.
Fire, man.
There. Good morning, boys. What's up?
Hey, Johnny
Morning,
Gems.
John.
What's going on,
How are you?
Johnny? What's going on?
Great,
Good
man.
to see you, brother.
Great to see you, boys.
Yes, sir. How was the ride back yesterday?
Nice and easy, bro.
Easy peasy.
Yes, sir.
John drove. We flew because we had to bring some stuff in the car and like all that. We actually split up a lot of my dad's belongings and whatnot. It was amazing, man. It was amazing. But yeah, John, them guys kind of drove down because they had a bunch of stuff to bring back, and we flew, and it was, bro. Yesterday the airport was wild. I've never once in my life seen an airport that busy. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
You caught the line you said too.
Bro, yo. So check this out, man. We're going in, and like the lines are crazy. So Anna found you know where you could check your bag in outside of the airports now? I don't know if they do that everywhere, but you can check your bags in outside. So we checked our bag in, and I had so there's actually a crazy story here, right? So basically the day after my dad passed away, his bank account got hacked. And by the way, it's not like he passed away with a lot of money. It was like a couple grand, right? So here's a lesson too. This man worked every single day of his life, from sun up to sundown, before sun up to sundown, and passed away with less than $3,000 in his bank. So I want to encourage you guys. This it's not about working hard, gang. It's really not. If hard working led to riches, my dad would be one of the richest men in the world, right? So it's not hard work. So anyway, so his bank account got hacked, and they took like $1,700, and that $1,700 was supposed to go to pay off his car that he had, right? So one of my uncles signed a what is it called when you a cosign for credit for that car, right? So being that they didn't have the money to pay it back, my uncle's credit was going to get messed up, and chances are he's retired, so he doesn't have the money. So there was so much stress going on about this $1,700, and I found out about it. I said, dude, I'll get that $1,700 to you right now. How about that? How about we just stop all the stress? And they were like, stutter and stuff. I go, screw the stress. I'll give you the $1,700 right now. I don't care about it. I don't need it back. I don't want it back. I just truly want to give it to you, right? For all that you helped my dad with and stuff. So we do that. But the thing is, he's an older guy, and I'm like, do you have Zelle? Venmo, Cash App? He's like, no, actually, I don't have any of those. I don't have a banking app, So I'm like, okay. So, again, another point here is like, because I fought for my dream, I was able to become the guy to take the stress off my family, to help out with any sort of finances, will help out with anything. Like, it was nothing to me, right? I mean, you guys see me make 50 G's last week, all on my live account. This is the power of choosing entrepreneurship, of choosing a skill set that can really elevate your life. So where my whole family's grieving and stressing about money, here I am saying, don't worry about it. I got it. I'll give it to you. I don't care about it. I don't want it. It's simply a gift. So I didn't have cash, obviously. So I had to run to the bank. So I run to the bank, and I could have grabbed $1,700, but I grabbed $2,000, just in case someone needed some help. Someone else needed some help, right? So I get the $1,700. I give it to my uncle. The guy was just blown away, right? The fact that like I did that. And so now I have an extra $300 in my pocket, right? So I'm like, all right, I'll just tip some people along the way here until I get back home, give them $100, make their day. So we get out to this bag checking spot. And when we get to the airport, we get there probably around 11 a.m. Flight's at 1:30. We look inside. The lines were ridiculous, bro. Like 6-7 hour line wait. So, and I didn't know that at the time. I just, out of the goodness of my heart, I just wanted to tip this guy. Right. So I was like, hey, man, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Gave him $100. He was like, whoa, like he was like thrown away, And I didn't expect anything in return. I just simply gave him $100 tip for helping us check in the bags. Right. So we're like, all right, have a nice day. We kind of split, and then we move. We go in the airport, me and the whole family, and bro, the lines are crazy. So I don't know if this guy just kind of thought in his head like, let me see if I can find that family and help them out. Or if he just happened to come back in the airport at the same time to literally collide with me as we were kind of walking towards the end of the line. He goes, yo, perfect time, and follow me, Dad. I go, word? He goes, follow me. He goes, make room. Yo, he splits the line, right? Me and the whole family start walking through. He keeps going. We keep going. We keep going. I'm like, yo, this guy's bringing us to the legit, the TSA check. So we keep going. We keep going. He goes, all right, I'm going to hand you off to another guy. I'm going to stay here until he gets here. He's going to take you all the way through. I was like, what? So he comes. His other boy comes, blah, blah, blah. He kind of takes us from there. This guy takes us keeps going. He keeps going all the way through. It felt like celebrities. It was like, all right, everyone, step aside. And here comes me and my 4 kids and my wife just marching through here. Everyone walking, these little kids and stuff. You had to see it. It was so funny. But I go, yo, can I tip you too? He goes, hell yeah. I go, all right. I give him $100. And he's like, oh man, I'm gonna see you through all the way. So bro, they push us all the way to the metal detector, right? And then once you get through the metal detector, now you're in, so now you're passed all the way through. So boom, he pushed us all the way through, bro. So we literally cut a 7-hour wait time into 20 minutes. And here's the moral of the story. You see, I wouldn't have had that $100 on me, right? I wouldn't have had that had I not decided to do something good for another person, right? So had I not decided to take that $1,700 and give it to basically cure all the stress that was going on at this lovely celebration for my dad's life, where again, we shouldn't have to stress over money like that in that time, right? So if it wasn't for me deciding, hey, you know what? I'll do it. I'll give you guys the $1,700. I'll squash the stress. That way we can just all enjoy each other's time, right? If I never got that, well, I would have never had that extra $300. And if I never had that extra $300, then I wouldn't have been able to hook that guy up. And if that guy wasn't able to be hooked up, then chances are he wasn't going to hook us up, right? Like I don't think he just liked us, right? I think the $100 tip had something to do with him trying to find me and push us through. Right, so had I not done that, I would have never had the $200 bills to be able to not only hook them up, but for them to get our family through this whole busy airport. Like we 100% would have missed our flight. I talked to a guy on the inside, so once you get through the metal detectors, I go, dude, how long did you wait on those lines? He goes, 7 hours, bro. 7 hours. He's like, I missed my flight. He's like, I missed my flight, and then I missed the flight that they booked for me after that. So I missed 2 flights. I thought coming here 5 hours early was actually going to help me. And he ended up being 7 hours behind. So I didn't tell him that we cut the line. I was just like, yeah, that was a crazy line. But once he said 7 hours, dude, I looked at Anna. Anna looked at me, and we were just like, wow, like, thank God, because we had 4 kids. Imagine being in a busy 7-hour line at the airport and missing our flights. I mean, it would have been wild. So luckily we had a couple extra Benjamin Franklins on us. And again, money is a tool, right? It's a wonderful, and I mean wonderful servant. It's just a horrible master. You know what I mean? So if you can dial this in, you guys see me just make 3 G's in a matter of 5 minutes. So this is a skill set to where you can truly elevate your finances and change your life forever if you can just stick it out and do what's supposed to be done. Yeah, quick little story for y'all, but it was wild, man. I felt like Home Alone. You remember the scene in Home Alone where they're all running to the thing? Yeah, that was wild. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm so happy that happened.
Amazing, bro.
I wouldn't have caught the 3K today. So I wouldn't have made it all back plus some if if we didn't get it done there. That's right. Yeah, I think we would have missed some flights. I think we would have missed at least 2 of them.
Yo, that's insane, actually.
Pretty wild, right? So the energy, right? The energy loop. It doesn't lie. My name is Nick Stewart, and only great things happen to me and my family and my team, right? So once you think like that and perceive it like that, the world has no choice but to woo itself into your thoughts. So it's pretty amazing.
Damn, I can't believe that car payment thing too. I could almost feel the emotions you almost would. You're like,
yep.
Just talking about it, stressing over it. Who's gonna pay what? Can we split?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, they were talking about splitting, and I'm like, dude, just shut up, right? Just take the money. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and it's crazy because had I not took that 2 G's out, to give my uncle $1,700, I wouldn't have had the other spare $100 bills, right? So therefore, that would have never been able to go down. I usually don't carry cash like that on me, so it was either we had it or we didn't, and luckily we had it on us. Yeah. The power.
Yeah, you shall receive.
Much love from East Africa. Let's go. I hear a lot of South Africa. I don't hear much East Africa, so it's awesome to see we got some love coming out of East Africa. We'll pour some love into East Africa. Yeah. Man, by the way, March Madness, and I'm not talking about the college NCAA. I'm talking about your life. My goodness, March has been one heck of a month, gang. It has truly been mad. It's been mad. What a month. All right, so Goldie did create support. I'm so happy with our management here. Lovely opportunity to close some partials on a lovely Monday. No bottom wick on that new candle. NQ is just doing NQ stuff. What do we do at 9:30? Nothing too crazy actually here. So yeah, you got a 4-hour closure coming up in 7 minutes on the Nasdaq. Well, not everything is fair in life. Not everything is fair. So I was, what's so funny? I was actually looking to give $100 to somebody online. I was looking for the right guy. I'm like, honey, I'm gonna offer someone $100 here. See if we can maybe get a little hookup. But luckily, I didn't have to do that. Yeah, it might not be fair, but look, that's the way the world goes. The world is not fair. You know what else wasn't fair? When I was building my dream and, trying to build my finances, and everybody else was nice and cozy in their bed, nice and warm, and I was out driving the miles and serving people with no result to look at, with no money in the bank, yet I continued to do it anyway, and I would look and I would drive through my neighborhood on my way back home at 1 o'clock in the morning, and all I would see is dark homes, right? The only lights that were on were the blue light, right? The TV light that just happened to keep going when people fell asleep. And here I was out there driving the miles, doing the things that most people weren't willing to do, so that one day I can do what other people can't do, like hand $100 bills out and be able to, cut lines and stuff like that. So, life isn't fair, and that's why you better get some money and get ahead of the game and, make things happen. Otherwise, you will be beaten down by this thing we call life. Oh, okay. All right. We got some more East African. Let's get it. Damn, all right. We got a lot of people from the East. Nice. Let's go, Shane. Yeehaw. Nice little payday. Let's go. Can you look at this trade? I took it on the 15-minute. I was looking to keep pushing down all time. Okay, let's see. Breached the account because I used a high contract size, but the trade still played out. Yeah, that's the issue again with the prop firms and whatnot. That's why a lot of you guys are very afraid to, take these stop losses with me, because you guys are trading funded accounts, and I completely understand that, right? So again, you got to lower your size if you're going to get involved. But yeah, entry was taken right here. Yeah, had plans to come into this level right there. Okay, so what I would have done, brother, is I would have, once this candle, I'm not sure where you got stopped. Or you probably got hit here, right? Your account got breached. Yeah, so, I like the trade. Yeah, I don't see much wrong with it. Yeah, it looks good. Come down into that range. So nothing wrong with that. If I would have survived and made it through this candle, I probably would have went break even when this guy right here closed with no wick at the bottom. But other than that, not a bad trade. Not bad. And that's how it is, man. Sometimes you're going to take good trades and you're going to lose. It's part of this game. It's part of the game. Everyone loves to win, but can you love to lose a little bit? Just a little bit? You're going to need to in this game. Otherwise, you get all depressed and sad and start revenge trading and over risking, and you know how that goes. How green is Nick on the month? Let's take it's like an auction over here.
He's all green.
He's all green.
Everything green.
Are the lines at the airport? Bro, the lines were crazy. I think it was Sandman. Somebody hit me up. They said, yo, my wife is in there. I should be like, yo, where's she at, bro? Tell her to tag along with us. Just tell her to look for the crazy looking family with the 4 little kids just marching around the airport. Man, my kids did so good. They're in a huge airport full of like giants. And they were just single file moving and grooving, man. They were so awesome. Yes, sir. C. Melly, enjoy the gym, brother. Enjoy the gym. Can you explain why not the 30-minute closure as I was waiting on the 30 closure? Yeah. So when we came to when I arrived here today, we drew out some plans, right? And in that plan, we drew out the potential for a 15-minute fake out. So as that 15-minute candle closed below, that was the fake out that we anticipated, the one that we drew. Now, I didn't really like this wick the best, and that's why I executed on the previous candle. But, the reason why we took it on the 15 was simply because we planned it on the 15, So that's it. Pretty much it. Pretty much. Let's take a look here for a moment. Let's take a look. The breakdown. Today's breakdown. Where is it? Over there. And let's see what we come up with here today. So this is the daily time. Quick, right? Yeah. So look at this. We drew it up right here, gang. Just like we do every trade. Right? Every single trade we take here, for the most part, is drawn up. 30 minutes to an hour beforehand, and then we just sit tight and wait. So as you can see here, we drew this opportunity. We noticed that we had a range right here. We looked at that previous 15-minute candle. We knew it had no top wick. We knew that the 4-hour had pumped up and did its job. And now at this point, come 9 a.m., this is where we could potentially see a pullback. So what are we waiting for? The closure below. Let's kind of take a look at the 15-minute now. So there it is, the closure below. All right, that's the closure we're looking for, and then we want to see price come into that range. So that was it. We planned the trade the plan. We looked at this area right here for possibilities to manage, or either at least go break even, maybe even close partials. I'm pretty sure I've drawn that up. Let's see, those were the buys. Yeah, so that's it. I drew it up on the 15 and planned the trade and trade the plan. You know how we get down. So, yeah, that was it. Sticking to the word, right? I said, that's my word. I'm sticking to it, right? And I said, any questions, comments? And that was it.
Yeah, that's simple.
When do I wait for the 30-minute? Only on days that end with... No, gang, there's no answer to that, right? Like... I think you guys are trying to fit this into some cookie cutter thing. Like, you got to flow with the market, gang, right? Like, you have to flow. So let's say this candle ended up moving down without making a top wick, right? I probably would have not taken that. Actually, I definitely would have not taken that, right? So at that point, I would have waited for the 30. I would have said, you know what? Maybe the 15, after it broke the low without much of a bottom wick, maybe it'll come back up and give that candle a top wick, and then, I can execute on the 30. So that would look like the 30-minute kind of pushing down, breaking the low, 15-minute candle coming up to give a top wick, and then the 30-minute candle closing right here. So I would have loved that, right? So if the 30-minute candle would have closed same place the 15, I would have been involved in that. Right, but when the 30-minute closes down here now, and it looks something like this, that's a totally different story, right? So if you look at that 30-minute closure, you see how that candle just moved too far, all right? So, I think it was perfect opportunity for the 15. But again, there is no answer, right? Like, hey, when do you wait for the 30? There's no like actual answer to that. It's all about getting into the markets daily and flowing, and just freestyle and going off of what the 4-hour candle is looking like, and what the current candles are, how they're printing. Yeah. Experience, you got to get your reps in. You got to get your every single time you take these trades, every single day that you show up to the markets, you continue to get reps in, right? The issue is a lot of people come here and they wait for that trade, and that's all good, but they don't listen to anything in between, before or after. And they don't even watch it. They're sitting there playing their Game Boy at 37 years old, unemployed, right? Looking for ways to make money, yet they're playing Game Boy, right? While we're talking about how to become a multi-millionaire. So that's the thing. You're missing. A lot of people are just missing the reps. And what's sad, it's not even because they're not here. They're here, but they're not here, right? So they're here, but they're scrolling, or they're playing Game Boy, or they're playing video games, or they're cooking breakfast, or they're, whatever it is, right? They're doing things that I bet you at their job they would not be able to do. So how do you treat your job more serious than you treat your trading? That sounds like you want to be an employee to me, right? Again, what you do speaks so loudly that what you say I can't hear. So if you say you want to be a profitable trader, but what you do is play Game Boy, right, during the live streams, your actions will determine where you go, right? your thoughts and your actions. So, are you wasting the time here, or are you locked in? I know 80% of people are locked in here, but there's that other percentage that they want to be successful, but they can't even like get off their Twitter account or their TikTok or Instagram while the class is going on, right? I don't know. I may have the results in life you want, I may not, but if I have the results that you're looking for, why the hell are you not paying attention? That just doesn't. How bad do you really want to win, right? Because when people got the results that I want, I'll be honest, I'll fly across the country to go spend time with them, right? So how bad do you really want it? You got someone here every day, and again, this is not to brag about me, but I may have the results that you're looking for in life, and you're not taking my word seriously, which is not very wise. Not very wise. Playing World of Warcraft, yeah, it happened. Believe it or not, man, you would be surprised. I'm just a lot of people's background noise. You know that? Like, I'm just your background noise, and you're just waiting for a trade, and it's crazy, And then you say that you want to be profitable, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you. TSA is crazy right now. Yeah. Yes. 4 hours, damn, Sam, man. 4 hours? Yeah, that's crazy. I stayed out of the trade because the steeper top, I'm assuming that's a top wick. Cool. Yeah. I didn't get the best top wick. That's why I entered on the break of the previous candle, keeping stops in the range. Yeah. Let's go. Hey, look, if you're a professional and profitable individual, you could play Game Boy all day, right? I'm talking about the ones that are on their last couple bucks that really they want to be profitable traders, right? Quote unquote, and they're not paying attention. But look, hey, the other night I played PGA, the PGA PlayStation 5 game. I played it for like 3 hours. But you know what? I could do that. I made $6,000 that day, right, off of one trade. So it's not that big of a deal. I'm talking more so about people who are in life where they don't want to be, and yet they're still messing around. I think that's crazy. When I wasn't in life where I wanted to be, I didn't have time to play PGA. I didn't even have time to watch PGA. I didn't watch anything, right? The only thing I watched was, my own results that I was looking to get in my own business. So, yeah, look, if you're living life if you're in life where you want to be, you can do anything you want. That's the best part about it. Peace out, my man. K Nasty. Let's get it. Have a great day, brother. Your ideas on the evals to go heavy. Yeah, let's say you have a budget, you can only do this if you have a good budget. Like if you have a good budget, let's say it's 1,000 or something, and the evals cost you $100 or whatever, then you got 10 evals in that budget. And let's say like that budget is every 2 months or every month or whatever. So basically what happens is, the way I do it is, if I get into a trade on my eval and that trade is an A+ setup, I'll just go really, really high, right, to try and pass that eval as soon as possible. Sometimes I'll blow the eval with that one trade, but it's okay because I got 9 accounts in my budget, and usually I'll get it done. I actually haven't blown too many in attempts with these big contract sizes on the evals, but if I do, which I have done, at times, like blow it, I'll just pop another one in and get that one ready, knowing I got 9 left, and if I blow that one, I got 8 left, and usually with one account I can get my ROI back. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really took a payout where it was less than $1,000 per account. So got to risk it for the biscuit. But look, if you don't have that budget, then you got to cancel everything I'm saying. You can't do that. You just can't afford to do it yet. So you got to figure out a way to afford it. Why is it not doing anything today, bro? It's probably Monday. Just slow, choppy. What do I think about the hourly candle? Hourly candle, it's all right. Did the 4-hour candle close yet? Yeah, you need a bottom wick on this 4-hour. It could get pretty dangerous towards the later part of the afternoon here. So, yeah, the buys aren't even that good. I know the 4-hour closed bullish, but what I would love to see is maybe that push down right into 13 at some point, so that way you can create some new structure and maybe take some buys from like 13 after that 4-hour lower wick is in play. I think that would be a pretty good idea. Let's see here. To sell or buy, I wouldn't do anything yet. I wouldn't. We took sells, so we took sells. We took this candle here down, and that was it. But as of right now, there's really not much. Actually, more so sells, because if this candle closes like that, then most likely you can expect that 4-hour bottom wick to start coming in now, and you should see a move down like this.
We also have a candle with no lower wick there.
That's right. Yeah, this 30-minute. Yep.
Yeah, I'm
so
looking at that one. Yep.
I would anticipate this move to happen right here. So, because that 4-hour candle right now needs a new low.
Yes,
Eight-
sir.
800 TSA employees quitted. Yeah. So Atlanta is supposed to be the busiest airport in the country, and on top of that, they had no TSA workers. So imagine that. It was madness. It was madness. I lost a year by trying to get it the easy way. I thought I'll just pay attention when Nick enters a trade. As you may know, that did not work out. There you go. You know, you can't shortcut the shortcut, man. At least you recognize that and you're aware of that, and now you're locked in. Going slow on evals is totally fine too. You know, you got to play the game at your pace. Just don't go too slow. You know, there's also an idea of eval jail that people talk about pretty often, and I've been in it, right? Especially when I used to trade forex prop firms. You know, you can find yourself in these evals for 2 months, and to be honest, it's a bit depressing, right? Because you see, okay, I could have made money here, right? But because you're in an eval stage, you didn't. So, you know, try and use your skill set and look for A+ setups. And when you find them, don't be afraid to increase your size a little bit on these evals. That way you can get into the, you know, the funded part where the actual money is at. And then, you know, you can lower your size a little bit from there. Nothing wrong with going slow on evals either. You know, nothing wrong with going fast either. It's just, again, it's all about your plan, your budget, and what you have to work with. Stayed out of the trade. Yep, no problem. No worries. By the way, you guys don't have to take every trade I take, right? So I'm not really calling you guys signals. I'm just taking my own trades, and it's on you if you guys want to take them. Follow me into those. I'm just kind of leading by example, showing you what I personally think good trades look like, and, you know, show you the ones that I take. But by no means necessary are these signals, are these, you know, a call to you to get involved in the best trade in the world. They're just simply my own trades, and, you know, you guys choose to either follow me in or not follow me in. Do I trade London and Asian in the clubhouse? Yeah, we trade both. I trade Asian, but we also do trade London session in the clubhouse as well.
Yes, sir. London's a vibe.
London, baby.
London.
London gives less setups, but they're clean. Yeah, you know, it just depends on the time of the year too. Like, just like we have winter, summer, fall, you know, all that stuff. You know, same thing works with the market. You'll notice that sometimes, like, the London session is on fire. It just trades are being provided every single day. Like, market is giving really good opportunities, and next thing you know, it slows down, and maybe that volume shoots over to the Asian session, right? All of a sudden you'll see a bunch of, you know, volume and good playbook setups in the Asian session, and then sometimes it shifts over to, like, the New York session. You know, usually New York is pretty straightforward all year, but then again, you know, there's times where the New York session doesn't really provide much opportunity, right? And you'll find those opportunities in one of these other sessions. So the best part about trading all three is that we start in Asian, right? And if there's nothing there, it's okay. We move forward into London, right? And then we get another shot in London. If there's no, you know, if maybe there's a trade, maybe there's not. But now we know, again, we have New York session coming up. So we just trade in this loop all day, every day, me and the clubhouse members, right? And we basically just build out the daily candle from Asian into London and through New York. And that's how we've been able to get such a great read on price. That's how we've been able to really pick up the results of our trading over the past 2 years, is simply we just got eyes on the market all day long. You know, every single session we've got eyes on it. So yeah, and
bro, that right there made the switch.
It really did.
Switching from, like, the daily buyers only, switching to the 4-hour time frame, and kind of beginning to build that daily candle up day by day and session by session.
Yeah, so we take the daily and then we build the daily with the 4-hour candles session by session. So each one of these sessions has like either a 4-hour candle coming to an end and a new one starting, or vice versa, a new one starting, you know what I mean? So you got that opportunity in every session to tie very close to the 4-hour candles. And we know that the 4-hour candles really direct and guide our session. So they create our session bias. And yeah, just build a daily candle with them. I don't know what language y'all are talking. I don't speak that language. Me no speak no English. John looking happy? He's happy, man. He's happy. Am I always live during the Asian session? Yes. Yeah. Usually I run the Asian session. Yep. Asian session is very similar to this session here, just with way less noise, right? The market slowed down. The YouTube chat's not there. YouTube chat, we love the YouTube chat, by the way, but you know, during Asian, there's way less questions from YouTube, and we can really focus and just work with the Clubhouse chat. So yeah, it's a good session where things slow down, and we can really, you know, look for good opportunities, and at the same time get some really, really good teaching in, some good trade reviews, and all that good stuff. Birthday pips for Magnus. We had to hand them out. Yeah.
Had to, bro.
Yes.
I appreciate it, Nick. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Did you make some money?
Yeah, of course.
I'm very happy to hear.
Great. Another thing.
Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Got it. I see. So what is this teaching in the Clubhouse? How to read the market, how to go with the flow, all that plus. What pair am I looking at? This is gold. Yeah, gold. So we took the gold sells here. Basically we took them just like this. Stops are back above the range. Full TP was down here. Partials was at that middle gray line right there, and you know that's just happened to where price stopped. So we got about 250 pips out of it, and never pushed down into our full TP, but was able to close partials and walk away with a 3, 6, 9. So 900 on my 900 for the day on my XFAs, and then roughly an even 3,000 on my live account here today. Yeah, $3,059.
I love this here guy here too. Love that Supreme. I just made my paycheck in 6 minutes. This is something to take serious, man.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Telling you, man. Telling you. Yep. Treat it serious. Now you guys know why I treat this game so serious, right?
Definitely.
Give and it shall be given unto you. Amen, brother. Amen. Run it over, baby. Run it over. Poured right into the lap. I love it. I believe it. It's law. It's simple law. I'm pipping and dipping. All right, Ryan, have a great day, brother. Yes, sir. Great stream, man.
Right.
My uncle did not know I was a successful trader. You want to know what the funny thing is, though? He's a big YouTube guy. He's a big, he sails boats and stuff, and he watches vlogs on, like, people who sail throughout the world. So I gave him my YouTube channel, and he actually told me, he said, hey, you know, I was on a couple of the live streams, and man, they were amazing. He's like, I was a little lost with the terminology with the trading, but other than that, I really, really liked it. So he's actually been on a couple of live streams, believe it or not. Maybe he's on this one. Shout out to Uncle Jack.
And this fire.
You just never know.
Fire.
You never know. You never know who's watching. You just never know who's watching. Hi, haters. No, just kidding. I don't like that guy, Nick, but they show up here every day. You want to create a TT community here in Kenya? Let's do it. Let's do it. TT Kenya vibes. Up 1,600 on the day. Let's go. Let's go. What'd you guys make today? What'd you guys make? Anything good? Your uncle? Yeah, he didn't. Oh, Phil's birthday too. You're welcome for the birthday pips. All right, Phil.
Yo.
Yeah, happy
Phil,
birthday, Phil.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Let's get it.
Okay. Raja made a milli today? Oh, snap. All right. What'd you make, though? I want to know what you made. Because Raja making a milli, he made a milli yesterday, too. And the day before, 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 and the day before. But what'd you make?
Yeah, we have a lot of birthday boys over here. Got Marvin, too. Happy birthday, bro.
Yo,
Happy birthday.
We got a big party going on.
Damn.
Dope.
yo, damn, we like
Got all the birthdays.
fire actually.
Let's see here. Made 150 to potentially lose 450. Yeah, you just got to keep the pace with that, right? So, like, there's nothing wrong with a negative RR. We've already debunked it. It's just, can you not deviate from the actual playbook itself? Because we know typically, like, within the playbook, again, like, not because I want to say this, but because it's what the data states, right? Like, we can truly run into, like, 12 to 15 winners in a row before running into 1 or 2 losers, right? So if you are, and by the way, this is proven, right? I mean, you guys have traded every day with me. You guys see this go down. We could run into a good amount of winners. So with that 75% win rate, let's just say, chances are if I hit on 12 winners, like pretty much back to back, and they're, let's just say, $100 winners, right? That means I'm up now $1,200, right? So I'm up $1,200. So let's say now I run into these 1 or 2 losers, and let's say that those losers are, $200 each. So they're less than, basically I have half R, right? So let's say now that's 400, right? So if we do, 1,200, right, minus 400, that's going to be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So you see how I'm still profitable, right, with that 800. The problem is, most people, they can't stick with the playbook, right? So what happens is they deviate and they throw other trades, or they try and sneak entries in, or they try and move stops to break even too fast. They're not truly trading the system for what it is. So that's why where I run into like 12 winners in a row, you take some trades with me, but then you run into some losers that may not be a part of the playbook, right? A part of the actual plan. And then that's where this now does not work. So you have to make sure that you're sticking to the playbook and the playbook rules, right? Not just the entry, but the setups, the stop loss, the TPs, right? The management, the risk, right? There's a lot of things that kind of roll into it that keep one profitable. So if you start to deviate from that, chances are you won't get those results. So that could be the case too, right? It's just kind of taking positions, and maybe it is a playbook setup. Maybe it is, but maybe on this one, you took the current candle entry when I said, hey, it's best to take the previous, and then that one gets stopped out, right? So now you're in a trade, you're losing a trade that I'm winning, right? So you see how kind of like trader, right? Trader 1 and trader 2, right? They're both here, but you see how one can, if this is where the profits are and this is where the profits are not, right? Then you see how easily one can veer off and the other one go this way, just because of simple decision making within the playbook itself. So you got to be careful. You got to stay on your game 24/7, right? Like, there is no time to mess up, basically. All right. And by the way, a lot of you guys can do this, gang. A lot of you guys are literally just hurting yourself. I watched a Jordan Spieth documentary on the airplane over the weekend, and this kid, man, he was just a up and coming superstar, man. When he was 19 years old, he qualified for the PGA. At 20, I believe he lost. He lost the PGA to Bubba Watson or whatever, the Masters, and he was with this guy the whole round. But he made a couple mistakes, and the more experienced trader took over, right? And this is where it's separated. Like, Spieth went this way, right? And the more experienced player went that way and ended up getting the green jacket and winning the match, right? But you know what Spieth said? He said, right then and there, I knew it. I knew that I could pull this off. I knew that I didn't need more time. And what he meant by that was I didn't need more time to get better as a golfer. I'm as good as I need to be. It's just I made the mistakes. I celebrated a little too early. I got a little bit too down, right? I kind of got wishy-washy within the round. I wasn't able to handle all 18 holes like a true professional and stay composed where the other golfer was, right? But one very important thing that Jordan Spieth said was, I knew I didn't need more time. I knew that if I just corrected my own little mistakes, that I can win this. And you know what he did? He won the very next year. At 21 years old, he won a Masters, right? So again, golf can parallel into trading so much to where you can literally notice, okay, you know what? I don't need more time to learn the playbook. I don't need more time to understand what Nick is talking about. I understand it. The problem is I keep hurting myself by doing stupid things outside of what's supposed to be done. So if you can be like Jordan Spieth and just make those little tweaks and adjustments that are necessary to actually win the game long term, then you can do it too. And you know what? I said the same exact thing at one point. I say, I don't need more time. I don't need more knowledge. I just need to stick to exactly what I know to do, right? Raja, Don, they'd be like, we don't like this trade. I'd be like, well, I like it, and I take it. But I'm over here like, you know what? It's okay. But I like it, but it's only okay. And here I am shooting myself in the foot. So once you realize that you don't need more time, that you already know everything you need to, now it's just applying it in the proper manner, you can go out and be as successful as I am, as these guys are, as any other trader you know. You know what I like about Raja making $1 million? That means I could do it too. So do you see it that way? Or do you say, Raja made $1 million. Good for him. I say, Raja, if he made $1 million, I can make $1 million in one trade. Right? Because if he can do it, then why not me? Why not you? So, that's the thing. Can you stop shooting yourself in the foot and start to really, really take advantage of every single shot, aka every single session and trade that you're a part of? Can you truly take advantage of it and treat it like a professional? Locked in. You got to be locked in. You just got to be. All right, let's move down here. Let's move down. Been in eval jail for 2 months. Told myself I'm passing this week. Sized up a little bit. Once I felt confidence, I'll size. Yeah, just make sure you do it on really good trades. Again, by the way, I don't do that stuff on half-ass trades. I don't do it on sketchy trades. I don't do it on okay trades, right? When I step in on those combines, I'm stepping into a really solid position and I'm going to take that trade, right? So I'm going to size up on that, but I will let the others go, right? The ones that don't make sense. All right, very important topic. Anyone got questions on this stuff? This is very, very important stuff right here. I hope you're hearing me. I hope they got ears to hear, God. I hope they got ears to hear today. Let me get a picture of my trade here just so I can journal this. This was, I ended up taking partials there. Full TP would have been down here. Let me just get this so I can journal it up. Entry was sitting here. Perfect. Boom. All right, sweet. We're good. Boys, how we feeling? I hate to steal the show here today. Wow. I feel like I've been talking too much.
Yo, we're listening, bro. We're listening.
Yo, I'll listen.
Taking notes, man. Taking
My bad.
You're the coach, bro. You're the mentor. Keep talking, bro.
We listen.
What a day.
We listen. When you speak, we listen, bro.
I'm just fired up to be back. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
We're all fired up that you are back.
Yep.
We're fired up to have you back.
I got a lot to talk about.
Man's been waiting to speak from Friday.
Literally. Let me at him.
You couldn't speak on Friday's session, no webinar, and dang.
Yeah,
it's
nothing.
all coming out now.
I got a whole cup. My cup is running over, my friends.
Well, you better tune in for Asia because it's gonna be an absolutely good one tonight. Then.
Holy smokes, bro.
Yeah, if you guys aren't in the clubhouse yet,
there tonight, Magnus.
Lock in.
Oh my goodness.
Lock in with the realist. Lock in with a group of real traders getting real results that are developing patience, that are developing discipline, that are losing sight of the gimmick, right? The antics that are out there and actually locking in on what's supposed to be done as a day trader and how to be responsible and how to turn this into a long career. The clubhouse is meant for those who want to really start to take serious strides into making this a career, to be able to depend on it and count on it for income throughout their entire journey. So if you guys want to do that, if you're just gambling and you want to make some money here and there, I mean, that's cool. Come here, show up, we'll help you do that. But if you really want to lock in and you got some big dreams and goals, then you know where I'm at. If you want to get around me more, you already know where I'm at in that clubhouse pretty much every day of the week. Take my time. All right. Spieth, yeah, man, Spieth. He said, I love Spieth, but after the Masters, he melted. Yeah, he hasn't really done much. He hasn't really, any new. I heard my mentor talking about Spieth all the time back in the day. I never paid attention to golf ever, but back in 2015, 2014, 2016, I would hear my mentor talk about Spieth all the time. And then, like, if any new golf viewer, like, they wouldn't even know what Spieth has done, which is crazy. So he's got to step it up, man. He's been playing in a lot of tournaments, but he just hasn't done much. Yeah. Very good trade. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, let's see here. You guys Asian set should be good tonight. All right, man. Who's got any more questions? If no questions, I'm ready to go hang out, enjoy the day. Yeah, I'm trying to book a massage here today. I was sleeping all messed up over the past couple days, kids laying on my head, and I don't know. I don't even know where my trap went. I think my trap is somewhere like tucked under. I don't know what's going on here today. Preach it. Yeah. All right, I think that's it, man. What time is it? 10:30. I think we call it an easy one here today. We clipped 100, or I should say 250 pips pretty early in the session, and we haven't really done much since. Like, no opportunity out, no lower wick. This one, no lower wick. So you really got no 4 hours still, got no bottom wick. So I would actually stay the heck away from the charts at this point. Let this daily candle close up shop, and then we can potentially be staring at a bullish inverted celery on the daily time frame to shoot back up towards like 47.03 here at some point tomorrow. So yeah. So good day, gang. Good day. Yes, sir. It's been a wonderful year so far. Month 3 is turning out to be fantastic. So we're on a run here, and it's really not even a run. Everyone says, Nick, you're on a run. They tell me that all throughout my career over the last couple of years. I say, I'm not on a run, man. I'm just doing what's supposed to be done. So let's keep doing what we're supposed to do in these charts and in these markets, and we'll continue to look like we're getting lucky and look like we're on a major run to everybody on the outside. All right? Cool.
Do it.
Sweet.
Love
Johnny
you.
Gems.
Sounds good.
Peace,
Thank you
brother.
for having
Hit
us,
me up,
brother.
G. Hit me up.
Great stuff.
Yes,
Hope
sir.
everyone has a
Happy
blessed
birthday,
day.
all champions. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to all the winners. And if it's not your birthday, happy day to you. Yeah, happy day. Yeah. All right, y'all.
Peace.
W's on the way out. Show some love. Like the stream. Sub to the channel if you haven't already.
Bye, bro.
And Magnus, Rafi,
Stay out of trouble.
Johnny Gems.
Y'all have a good day.
Where the light at? Where the light at? All right, y'all. Love y'all. Blessings to you and your family. We gone.
Where the
Peace.
light at, remind me. If you looking for it, you know where to find me. You ain't paying for me, so you can't decline me. Can't go till the devil get behind me. Pray, throw it up. Can't throw it up. Break bread with my people, we gon' pull it up. If your price too high, you ain't been lowing up. If you ain't had a ooh wee, then you can't run with us. What's the word? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel the vibe. Let me hear you when God did his job. Let me hear you when God on your side.
My respect for the feminine, it was minimal. God gave me another heart, it was clinical. If you sick, invite him in, he the mineral. Then he gave the family dollars, he the general. Pull up, jump out, show love, and get back in. Moving his wheel forward like I ain't got it back in. They told me think about myself and get that dough. Shh, don't put your foot in your mouth, that's tic-tac-toe. Fishing for souls on the gram, I throw the real out. Try to get rid of God and you gon' take the real out. How you put in so much work and leave the skill out? Demon got you in a sunken place, tell him get out. Looking at my sin like when the waiters bring the bill out. Can't tap dance around the truth cause it's a slow dance. Trying to get the point in your head, it ain't a so end. We let go and let God, but when we pray we hold hands. You hear me? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel the vibe. Let me hear you when God did his job. Let me hear you when God on your side.
I was, ooh wee.
I've been
could've lost my mind, but you kept me. I just wanna say that I'ma stand on 10. Work hard, asking for mercy for the things I did. And I've been thinking about the climb to the top. How it really don't matter who gon' take my spot for real. And I just wanna say that I'ma give your props, cause when it all fade away, you really all that I got for real. Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel alive. Let me hear you if God did his job. Let me hear you with God on your side.
I was, ooh wee.
Every time I think of the day you came in my life, you come into my life.
Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. I'm pouring spirit, so he use me like I'm chump change. Ain't pouring spirits, he flow through me, he just pouring rain. Lay my chains in that water, hit that blue grave. Heard your voice in Memphis, how my oldest got his name. Hey, Father, take me back. Psalms 1 in the morning, meditating fast. Hey, you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pit trash. If I wanna serve, I Jesus serve him. It's a flash when he coming back. What's your purpose? It's a mismatch, turn the earth flat. Kyrie Irving. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Rain on me like you did in the past, and you making it last. Better with you out living on glass. Not going back, I never thought I'd make it without. Out to the same watch out. Like what is we talking about? Chilling with God and he working it out. Do it for you, I can't do it for clout. The message stressing me out. Like what? I know we lit, we up. Following God, I'm making it out.